savoury biscuit. So let's give it a try. My kids on my street are being so loud. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it, but I wouldn't really want to drink this all the time. Probably because I did it wrong. Well, didn't do it wrong, I just, yeah. But this is the TV that I used. Yorkshire Gold. I don't know much about like different teas, like in general, and which brand is the best. This was like the only one in my house, so. I actually really like the smell of tea more than I like the taste of it. Okay, and this was the equivalent to like the biscuit, which is a cake. I didn't have any like rich tea biscuits or anything like that, but I had Mr. Kipling in my house, so, and this is pretty British, like, so this should do. Okay. I remember this is like my childhood. This cake was literally my childhood. I would have it every day in my packed lunch for school. Then I got to the point where I was like really sick of it and fed up, because when you eat a certain type of food for a long time, you just don't want any more. It's very sickly. I wouldn't be able to eat like more than one of these, but let's, try and dip it in. I don't know how long you are meant to dunk it in for. Sorry to spill. that's one thing. So I don't have obviously the Queen with me right now. This is the only thing really I have. It's kind of relevant to this. It's in Welsh, the Welsh side of it. But my mum got given this book in her work, so yeah, I haven't actually looked at it. It's just, this was for the Queen's Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee. So we're gonna Coronation in the Commonwealth, Ambitions and Achievements, Charity. Okay, this is the first page. I think this is just an intro, but anyway, I'm gonna read it. On a February day 70 years ago, a young princess suddenly found out that she was now a queen. Today she is still a reigning monarch. Not anymore. And in 2022 we are celebrating the record-breaking Platinum Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II. During her reign, the world has changed in so many ways, but she has stayed strong and steady throughout, a calm, confident, kind presence in all our lives. You are receiving this book to commemorate this once-in-a-lifetime memorable moment. It will help you understand the amazing life and times of our Queen and the magic of the unique, unshakable bond she shares with the people she serves. You'll discover the rich history of the UK and the Commonwealth and meet a few of the incredible achievers who have helped to make the 70 years of the Queen's reign so eventful and extraordinary. The Platinum Jubilee not only honours Her Majesty's long and loyal service, but also the resilient, diverse and inclusive communities that we live in. It is a time for all of us to come together and celebrate. So obviously I'm not going to read all of it. So I'm just flicking through them now. This page talks about the coronation ceremony, about her gown. There's just a little bit about the UK. It talks about like the countries in the UK. So this is a map of the UK, the Union flag. So this is England, Scotland. You've got Wales and Northern Ireland. And then these are like these are all the people who are on the throne. Well, not everyone, but just a few people. Just a bit of the culture. This is the Commonwealth and its countries. Now this is the Queen's like family tree, the royal family. It's quite interesting. Plus Queen Elizabeth II. Looking at the Queen's achievements and just skimming past, because I obviously haven't had the chance to read this properly. It looks like she played an important role in wartime. In World War II, she was the first woman in the royal family to become an active duty member of the British Armed Forces. She got her hands dirty as a mechanic and also passed the military driving test to work as a driver. sorry, page of all the fundraisers. Yeah. So this is a nice little book. And people think, well, people don't actually drink their teas with their pinky up. Well, probably upper class people, but okay. So another thing that makes British people British, other than food, and like I know I haven't mentioned like any other foods, but obviously we've got like fish and chips, baked beans. You don't find that anywhere else. Like we will literally baked beans on toast. That's like a lunch sorted. Like it's cheap, it's easy to do, and especially for like students and all that, I feel like it's just easy to make. You know, high in protein and it's tasty with a bit of like grated cheese on there. And fish and chips. I had fish and chips not yesterday but the day before, and so you like obviously get it at your local fish and chip shop, but you can't go wrong with it. Chips and curry sauce, mushy peas. Like I've never tried mushy peas before, but you know, I'm just listing. And then you got like battered sausage, which I think people like, but chips and curry sauce, that's amazing. Okay, so other than that, we've got our humour. We've got very distinct humour from like the rest of the world. I'd say we probably, the most similar humour to us is probably like Australia. Like I don't think we probably share some similarities with Australia, but like when we don't have the completely the same humour. Our humour, I would say, is very dry, very sarcastic, blunt. Like, yeah, obviously not everyone has that humour in the UK, but it's like, I want to say like dark humour. Yeah, our humour isn't like slapstick humour. Like whereas like America's humour, there's like the joke that always has like a punchline, whereas with our jokes it's kind of the whole thing in itself. Do you know what I mean? Like it's the way you deliver the line and it's how you say it. So I'm gonna list some comedians. Like not everyone likes these comedians, but a few like British comedians. I'd say like Catherine Tate, Jimmy Carr, Ricky Gervais, just smile. And in general, I just think we're well-mannered people. Will always be saying please and thank you. Oh, thank you so much, like da 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 da. But obviously that doesn't apply